Hi everyone, playing a little hurt today, but I did want to get this video recorded and get it up to you. This is the Tom Ford Soleil collection. So I'm going to go through the entire collection. I have the eyeshadow, I have the highlighter, I have all 4 lipsticks, and I have the blush, the lip blush, which I have on right now. I'm going to compare it to other quads, highlighters, and show you the lip blush and the lip blush that I have from previous collection. And we'll talk about the new lipsticks. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. As you can see, my face is a little pale. I just have on foundation. I have on the Tom Ford, this is the shade in Illuminate. This is Nude Ivory 1.3. On my eyes is the new quad. Now, you knew I was going to pick it up. First of all, its name is Emerald Dusk. Of course I was going to pick it up. This is the quad. It has the Soleil packaging, which means that it's white, gold on the end. I do have a number of Soleil past quads. I can't even tell you how many I have. And of course, the Soleil de Lune, I think, is the one that probably is going to be the one that looks most like it. We're gonna have swatches up in just one second. Tom Ford collection, the Soleil overall, is always a summer-based Soleil, out in the sun, sparkly, luminous, light, summery, beachy kind of collection. That's the point of it. It comes out for the summer, and it's supposed to have this luminous, if you think of the going to Portofino or that kind of thing, it's a summer vacation, it's a summer escape. And this collection is no different. The quad is described: silky soft eyeshadows featuring buildable radiant base, sheer topper shades, evoking crystalline island waters. New Soleil eye color quad showcases hues that impeccably enhance eye shape in a single swipe. Sun-sparked bronze and taupe shades create customizable coverage, while warm vanilla and deep teal toppers reflect the ethereal glow of sunlit waters. As always, this is made in Italy. So the idea is that the taupe and the bronze are base shades. These are base shades. And then these are the toppers. And the toppers are shimmers, basically. You can absolutely use this any way you like. Now, I've said it a million times, it's art. You figure out how you want to use the shades. But I use this a little differently than Tom Ford necessarily describes it as. I did use this as the base, as the crease, and into all over the eye. And I did put this all over the lid. But then I put this in the inner corner. I put this and in the brow area. And I put this in the crease on the outer corner and lined my eyes with it. I didn't use it just as a topper. I used it as more of an enhancement because I love the green. Now, I think if you took, let's say, this shade or this shade like I started with, put them on, and then put either one over as a topper, I think it would look beautiful. And we'll go through this. I mean, I have the video of me putting on the Eyelook, but let's look at the swatches real quick. These swatches, you can see that the white vanilla, whatever you want to call it, hardly shows up on my skin, which is not a shock because, again, it's a topper shade. My skin is very pale. The green shade in here has a grayish tone to it, a grayish green. It is a deeper, almost, I don't know what you would call that shade in particular. When I used to paint, I could think of the shade names a little bit more, but it does have a grayish, tealish look. It's not green, it's more teal, and it's almost like a grayish teal. It's interesting. The cream, the peachy shade, the apricot shade, is beautiful on the eye. It looks absolutely stunning. And then the copper shade that they describe it as the base shade, that one's really nice too. I have to say, I like this quad a lot more than I thought I was going to because I have Soleil de Lune, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and I was like, it's just going to be a repeat of that. It is not a repeat of that. It is a deepening of that. And I'm going to show you, put the swatches up, what I'm talking about. If you don't have Soleil de Lune, you'll probably be like, what in the heck is Soleil de Lune? This is Emerald Dusk. This is Soleil de Lune. Can't speak. Soleil de Lune. or et Lune, sorry, et Lune, not de Lune. I'm thinking of Spanish. Et Lune. You see already when you look at these that this is almost it's not identical, but it's a very close color story. You can see the swatches that go up over here. This is a very similar color story, but the green in here is like a mint green, and the green in here is like a teal grayish green. They are not the same. Yes, they're both green, but they're very different greens, and they look very different on the eye. The white in here, the cream in here, is a satiny cream. The cream in here, or vanilla in here, that's a topper. So that's very, very different. The peach shades in here actually are pretty similar. I didn't notice a large difference in the peach shades. And then this shade in here, this one right here, is very much like the teal shade in here. And I say very much, but it's like, this one is obviously grayer. It's much grayer. But to be honest, the gray in here is more like the green in here than the green in here is like the green in here. So it's a really interesting combination of shades. I absolutely love this, and I think it looks great on the eye. Now, I'm going to go through right now the video so that you can see how I achieved this look. And again, this is not necessarily how it was described and how Tom Ford would have originally told you to put this on, but you can put it on any way you like. I took the brown bronze shade. The way they described it was, let's see if I can remember what it was. I have to look it back up again. The bronze shade, put it in the crease, outer corners of the eye, a little bit on the lid, and glue it up over into the brow area. I tried to make it as broad as possible because that is really the only shade in here that I would describe as a satin. The other shades, like the taupe shade, or they're calling it taupe, I say it's more peach, but that one is a little more, it's satin still. It's satin still, but I think it's like a shimmery satin kind of thing. And the vanilla and the teal definitely are toppers, no doubt about that. But I would tell you, the teal is more buildable than it first appears. But anyway, so then I took what they call top, put it all over the eyelid. Really beautiful. I really like that. And then I used the vanilla inner corner brow and just left it. And then you can see how that looks by itself. So that was without the green. So without the green, I think it's a really beautiful look. I just think those shades are relatively, they're great shades. They're the shades that everybody has, right? If you have a bigger collection, because you have a taupe, you have an apricot, you have a vanilla, or at least hopefully you have those types of good shades in your collection because they are good neutrals and they work with everything else. So yes, I think those look beautiful on the eye. I really like the formula in this one. I think it's well done. And I'm going to talk about it compared to Lune in a second. The teal, though, changes this dramatically, and you go from the look that you just saw to this, which is, I would say, pretty impactful. That teal, that grayish teal, it's beautiful. It really does look great. Again, though, this is similar to the Rivage and the Chanel in the sense that if you really like that shade, the blue shade in there, then you should buy that quad. If you really like this teal grayish shade, then I would recommend this quad. The formula. It is different than the Lune. The Lune is creamier. The Lune is lighter. The Lune is more minty and more creamy. This is more like that you're going to Portofino, or you're going to an island, or you're going to, I'm trying to think of the proper island getaway, the Maldives. I don't know. It's a little, what I go to, and many of you will not know what it is the Band of Soleil commercials of old. There was these Band of Soleil commercials where this stunningly beautiful woman had this, like, the bronziest tan you've ever seen in your life, which I know is not good for you. Just putting that out there. Don't go out with that SPF warning label. But back in the day, we didn't have those. But she had that exotic, that's what I'm looking at. It was like an exotic flare. Like she was the most beautiful person I think I've ever seen. I forgot what model she was, but she had this gorgeous, like, bronzy tan, and she had like green eyes. And that's what this, like, immediately brings me to. Because the look that she had, that kind of look. And it was beautiful. It was a stunning look. And it made an impression, obviously, because I was like 10. I don't know how old I was. So that's what I'm saying. It is a unique quad. However, it's also very expensive. The Tom Fords are $95. So it's a ton of money to spend for 4 shades. The most unique shade in here, again, is the teal gray, whatever that is. It's beautiful, but if you don't like that shade, or if you have all the other shades and you just need one shade, then maybe it's not worth it to you. Back to the swatches. The shade that's at the bottom, that really deep shade, what that is from Dark Opulence. I wanted to pull it out just so you guys could see. That's the greenish tealish shade that's in that one. And I wanted to grab that really quickly because it does have a teal look to it. And so it's that one there. And you can see by the swatches, it's much deeper. It's just a much deeper, you know, almost bluer, blacker kind of thing. It's not the same. All right, so that's the eyeshadow. Now, then we have the new highlighter. So this is called Nude Sand. It's a glow highlighter. My concern is, of course, that it's similar to Oasis, which came out last year. It was Soleil de Fou, and this was, I forget when in the year it came out, but I was worried that it was going to be too much like this because this looks orange on me and it's not particularly flattering. This looks pretty gold. I don't know how it's going to work. We will see what happens. I'll swatch it next to, obviously, that one. My favorite one is the Rose Iris, which is the Soleil Neige collection, which is like the winter sun. It's the going to Vail. I'm trying to figure out Stod to go skiing. It's that kind of thing. So it's a different look. It still has that reflective, luminous nature. Different. All right, so let's try Golden Sand. It might be just too gold for me. That's entirely possible. My skin is pretty cool leaning. I can get away with some gold. I can do it on my eyes, less so on my face. So that's the highlighter. Let's put it next to Oasis. Oh yeah, Oasis is much deeper and more orange. Oasis. So here's the new one, which is Nude Sand. Here's Oasis. And here's the one that I love, the Rose Iris one. So let's put it on the face. Let's see what it does. Maybe I'll love it. You never know. Now, like I said, it's gold. If you like a gold highlighter, this might be for you. Okay, it's actually very nice. Now it is yellow, it is like that gold, but because it's so light, yeah, that's really nice actually. That's beautiful actually. Look at that. All right, I'm glad I picked it up because the swatch, I wouldn't have necessarily said I was gonna love it, but that looks really nice on. And you can see really close up. It's not, yes, it is, but on the skin, it actually looks a little bit more white. So pretty. Okay, here we have our lip oil. So this is described, do I have a name for this? Soleil Liquid Lip Blush Lip Balm. Why can't they just make it simple? An ode to Soleil lip blush, the iconic shade-shifting formula debuts as a liquid balm that glides on clear and turns to a personalized pink stain. Moisturizing liquid lip balm, hybrid, enhances lips' natural color, blah, 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 blah. No gluten, no alcohol, no silicones, no mineral oil, that good stuff. So this is like the lipsticks. This is what it looks like. I've had them. They're in the gold bullet, and they have the bullets actually like clear and gold or white and gold. That's what this is. You're gonna get that same pink stain. Do you see this? It has a really nice scent to it. It's very light, extremely light. There is a fragrance, there's a perfume. It's way down the list, but it's in here. Yeah, so it's a very light fragrance. So it does not last very long. It lasts for while you're putting it on your lips. It doesn't last after that. But you see the very bright pink it turns on me? Not my favorite shade, but it does turn very bright pink on me. So whatever it's gonna turn on you will be, you know, for your pH, for your lips, whatever it's gonna do, this is what it's gonna do. Compared to the Rose Lip Oil Tint, which is this smells and tastes a little bit, doesn't really have a taste, but it does smell like rose, which I absolutely love. And when you put this on, this is an oil tint. So all you get with that is really the oil. It's very pretty. It's got almost like a light little bit of pink. It's very light, like it's the lightest of lights. But you can tell already, I put these on the back of my hand. This is the regular oil right there, and here's, I put the lip tint on immediately. See? It turns right to, this is nothing next to it. You can't even see it because it's clear. And this immediately turns to pink. For me, I prefer the oil because I don't really want my lips to turn pink. What I would love to see with this gold fleckle thing is that my lips to have a gold look to them. But it's just like the lipsticks, just like the Soleil lip balms where they have the gold flecks, but actually it's just gonna turn pink. Then we're gonna take a look at lipsticks. Now, these are the Ultra Shine lip colors, and these do exist, the Ultra Shines, but they changed the formula. They did something because these lip shines are amazing in their color payoff. They remind me of the stiletto lipsticks that I like so much from Tom Ford that cost a fortune. But let me show you the different shades. So these are the Ultra Shine lip colors in shade Pêche Perdue, Île d'Amour, Plague Nuit, and Rose. I'm just gonna say Iris, but I know it's Iris. Now, I can't tell you my favorite shade because I'm not sure. It's either the Plage Nuit or maybe the Pêche Perdue. I don't know. This one's really pretty. It's like a bright, really bright red cherry for spring. And this one here is the Rose Iris. It got this, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's a very blue red, but it also has like a rose, like a pinkish undertone. They're all beautiful, but the saturation in here is really impressive. I have a bunch of the Ultra Shine lip colors. The last one that I think I got was Nubile. I don't remember. But the point is, I don't remember them ever being this saturated. They are really, really good shades and perfect for spring. And although this one and this one are like normal shades for me, this one and this one are not. But I have tried to make myself, I'm going to wear more, I'm going to try to branch out and do some brighter colors for spring and summer actual season. I know this is summer season, but we actually haven't even hit, have we hit spring? Technically we have hit spring. Yes, we have. March 21st. But you know what I'm trying to say. April, May, June, July, August, September. Wear brighter shades, especially some lipsticks and stuff. Try to go a little outside my comfort zone. In fact, the next time you see my nails, they will have a bright shade. I'm thinking something, I don't know, something like that, or something pink maybe, something I would never ever wear. So today I'm going to put on this shade here so you guys can see something bright on me for once. So I'm gonna go take off the lip oil, put that on. That is the Île d'Amour. D'Amour. And I'm gonna put that on so you can see what it looks like on the lips. Okay, we have the Amour shade. Let's try it out. Like I said, it's very pigmented. I like this more than I thought I would. Like I said, it's outside my normal comfort zone, but I do think it's really pretty. I probably wouldn't wear it, to be honest, with this look, with this eye look, because I think it's a little too much. Just for me, that's who I am. However, I still really like it. So while I put a little bit of bronzer on, because I have to go do things today and I don't want to look very pale with bright orange red lips, green eyes. I really like this collection. I tend to like the Soleil collections. I think they're very pretty. I guess I do have an affinity for the island tropic look, even though obviously I don't, necessarily fit that bill very well, but I do the look. Like, I like the idea of a very luminous, light reflecting on the sand kind of look. I think it's very pretty. If I was going to Greece again, I was in Mykonos last year, I think this would be a great look for Mykonos. I am not going to Mykonos this year. I am going somewhere, but it is not going to be a place surrounded by water. In fact, it's going to be the opposite. I won't tell you where I'm going, but I will, of course, have my travel vlog and give you all the details after I go. But this might actually work there too. It's definitely a warmer climate. But I have to say, guys, and I've been saying this a lot lately, so I don't want anyone to get the idea that I'm loving stuff just to love stuff, because this collection was $500. So if I didn't like this, I would just tell you. I'd be like, this sucks. My hard-earned money. And even if somebody gave it to me, I thought it was bad, I would tell. I love the eye quad. I think it's beautiful. Do I think it's that different from the at Lune? What I would say to you is, if you have the Soleil de Lune, at Lune, sorry, I don't think you need this one. I do think it's different enough. I think the Soleil at Lune is much mintier and creamier. I think this is much more, like I said, exotic looking. It has that, again, it's really hard. It's like an exotic elegance kind of thing. Like you're going to a really expensive restaurant in Fiji. I just keep coming up with exotic places, but you get the idea. And then I would say, I don't think you need it. I don't think it's drastically different, but I definitely think it's different. I've used the Soleil à Lune, and this was not the look that it gives you. So I will say, I do think it looks very different on the eye. The formula is not as good. It's not as creamy, but it is a really nice formula. It's just a different kind of formula. It's a little bit more, it's not powdery. It's just, this is a lighter, more luminous, there's two toppers in it. It's a different kind of thing. The highlighter I like way more than I thought I would. In fact, I love it. Yeah, I love this entire collection. The only thing I don't love is this. And honestly, it's not that it's bad. It's just the same pink that I get from the lip balms and lip oil lip balms. And it's not a bad pink. I am not really offended by it. It's just, it's not my favorite color. And what I want is the gold in here. I want like the gold flecks. That's what I want. It looks cool. It looks very cool. It's comforting. It's lip oil, but if I was going to get a lip oil, I'd still get this one. That's just me. I like the rose. I like the rose scent. All right, I've ranted a little bit on this one. Sorry about that, guys. I'm playing hurt. I got better as I was going along because I took some breaks. You won't see that when the video goes live. Yeah, I'm not feeling my best today. Sorry about that. So if I ranted a little just off on some topic, that's why. What happens when I get headaches? My brain just goes off. I'll try to cut it down in editing. But anyway, if you have any questions about the collection or anything else, let me know in the comments below. But overall, I'm actually really pleased. And it's funny timing because I'm putting together as I've said, for like 2 months now, my Tom Ford video. I think I'm going to actually call it my luxury video. I'm going to talk about all the brands at once. And in that video, I'm going to use all old makeup, Tom Ford, Chanel, and a couple others, and talk about what's happening to luxury and why. Because there's actually some interesting reasons behind it. Not that it necessarily makes us feel better, but it is the truth. So, yeah, I think that's it, guys. So sorry. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.